I'm feeling low.
Tonight on Crypto News, Bitcoin falls below $10,000. Somebody tries to blackmail an ICO. And let's have a look what's going on at Telegram. Thanks guys, welcome to Crypto News with me, James, at the Part-Time Entrepreneur. And today, the news is brought to you by Crypto Rookies. So let's have a look what's going on. So Bitcoin has fallen below $10,000. Now, personally, I don't think that's a bad thing. We've had a nice little rise back from up to $7,000 odd. We've had a little bit of a correction, and I think we'll bounce again. A lot of people are panicking, all the rest of it. Now, I don't think it's, in the words of Conor McGregor, time to phone the missus and get her to crack out the red panties just yet. I don't think we're out with the woods. However, I do think that the next 2 or 3 months, Bitcoin is really going to motor. So we've also seen Bitcoin fees drop. Now, I think a lot of people thought that we would see Bitcoin explode in terms of price and all the rest of it. And that's just not the case. This isn't how the market works. Now, I don't think we'll see the markets rise again until we see some institutional money come back in. So once the futures markets return, a bit of pension funds, hedge fund guys, all those type of people. Because the thing is this, they got a taste for it. They're greedy. They're greedy motherfuckers, let's be honest. They want to make money and they'll be back at some point. And when they do, you just got to remember the seasons and you've got to remember that you've got to take a bit of profit. And just don't hold all and then it goes up and it goes down and go crying and all the rest of it, saying, oh, why has it gone down again? Because you didn't sell any in our bed. We've also seen Telegram. So they've been having their ICO. Apparently they've raised $850 million. Now, I didn't get into this one. I'm not touching it. And I'll tell you some of the reasons why. One, because there was the fake white paper out. I haven't seen anything solid with this project. Also, the fact they're going for another round. And they reckon they're going to raise another $850. They reckon they're going to get to $1.6 billion in terms of investment. Now, you know, they're already the biggest ICO out there. And now they're going for even more. Well, that doesn't tell me, you know, they need this money for X and doing this and setting this up. That's just pure greed. So for me, I'm completely avoiding these guys. I'm not getting involved at all. So we had Cryos, which was an amazing ICO. It was one of my big picks, and if anyone follows my picks, you know how good they are. And we come to the end of the ICO. We had a great relationship with these guys. They were incredibly generous. They gave us $32,000 for charity of our choice, which is just amazing for all the help that we gave them. So, you know, completely really strong, ethical guys with a fantastic project that is going to do so much. They're over in the States next week. Actually, this week, they've been talking to the guys in Silicon Valley. So there's some big news coming with these guys. However, what I seen was, you know, some articles start to pop up. And I sort of questioned, I said, well, what's going on here and all the rest of it. So I started reading the stuff. And it was saying it's set to fail. And, you know, a lot of FUD around the fact that they allowed PayPal payments. And then there was a whole bunch of list of coupon codes. Now, I've seen some of these knocking about the internet and all the rest of it. Now, anybody that's worth their salt would realise that when you go and you're going to buy into an ICO, that you just use the code that someone's given you. Well, this sausage decided to use 5 coupon codes. And obviously, the first time he did it, the system accepted it because it wasn't set up. Because I think they assumed that no one was going to be greedy and take the piss. However, this guy was blatantly out to take the piss. You know, if you're out to support an ICO, you're out to support the company. You're not there to rip them off or take the piss. What this guy did, obviously, Cryos have been incredibly generous in terms of how they've handled this situation. However, on the final payment, because it was only $150, decided, no, we're not going to do this. You're taking the piss. And then this guy comes back trying to blackmail these guys, saying they're going to spread loads of FUD, hence why he's put all the articles. He was actually in one of my groups. He's now banned because what he's doing is just not cool. You know, you've got all these fantastic projects coming up and you've got fucking morons like this trying to blackmail companies. He tried to blackmail him, said if he wasn't one of the big winners of the 500,000 Cryos, then he was going to kick off and all the rest of it. Now, there's a whole bunch more text, but I've just put these ones on. as just examples to show that I do have the information and we do have that connection with these guys. And I just think it's absolutely moronic of these types of people. And then this guy's defense was, oh, you know, I didn't see the disclaimer and all the rest of it. I mean, come on. If you've got an ounce of decency about you, then, you know, it's morons like this that there's so many problems in the world because they're always trying to find a scam or a way that they can get more and all the rest of it. Where if you're just a decent human being and all the rest of it, like 90% of the videos I get nothing. And the ones I do, I give the money back to my group, and we also give the money to charity. So when I'm doing great reviews and I've got knobheads like this just absolutely taking the piss, it really, really does piss me off. So Sam Weir, you've been exposed as a blackmailer, and I cannot wait for Cryos to take the legal action that they've decided to take against you. Now the next person. Now I spent a lot of time with this person, helping them out, getting them started, because I felt sorry for them because someone charged them $400 for pump and dump calls, and basically they were so slow buying in and selling out, they ended up losing money. And it's like, oh, can you help me? Can you show me? And all the rest of it. So I did, yeah. I said, yeah, come round, I'll help you. And I did all of this out of the kindness of my heart. A couple of days later, I find it there on Facebook, you know, professing to be an expert in cryptocurrency, helping people and charging them to get started. Now, again, this guy lost money through cryptocurrency investments because he doesn't know what he's doing. He then goes and he's actually nicked all of the stuff I've given him. Now, if I give people stuff, they're going to share it. I know that. I'm not that bothered. But what bothers me is there are people out there that have not a fucking clue about what they're doing, and they're trying to teach other people, and they're charging them for it. Now, that for me, again, is just so unethical. You need, I mean, I went 6 to 8 months having to prove to myself, you know, making about 200 grand from 500 quid to like really prove it and have the confidence in myself to want to go and train and help other people. And most of the time I do it for nout. So this really does grate on me. You just got to be so careful. There's so many charlatans out there that are going to take your money, and they just don't have a fucking clue. They're just out there to fill their own pockets. And unfortunately, I've had to come across a couple of them only in the last week or so. And I don't like to expose people. I like to see the good in everybody, because I think deep down everybody does have you know, good heart and there's good. But unfortunately, if you're going to do stuff like this, then I'm going to expose you. So Neil Shalbam, you have been exposed. As always, guys, thanks for tuning in. Please like, comment and subscribe. And again, you can follow me over at Crypto Rookies or JamesBull_UK, and feel free to join the free Facebook group. And I'll see you guys on the next video.
I'm feeling